Slime and Machinegun is an iOS exclusive bullet hell action game developed by Atrium Games. In this fast-paced shooter, you'll take on waves of slime-based enemies, each level culminating in an intense boss battles. The game features a 2D retro pixel art style where you will find yourself dodging countless projectiles while upgrading your weaponry through pickups that you purchase with gems that are collected from slaying enemies. Each level will have at least 3 satellite guns for you to find, along with 3 keys to trigger the boss to appear. Slaying them and move on to the next one. Over 2.5 hours, I completed the main game and bonus missions. There are a total of 15 missions for you to complete, and while the concept is straightforward, the execution is where the game's strengths and weaknesses become apparent. The game's boss battles are incredibly engaging, providing a real test of your dodging skills and strategy. The bullet hell mechanics make these encounters particularly intense as you weave through enemy fire to take down bosses. Each boss also has its own unique attack patterns, requiring you to adapt and refine your approach, which keeps the gameplay fresh and challenging. Character progression is also a highlight. The arsenal of weapons feel impactful, making the journey from start to finish feel rewarding. Starting with basic weapons and gradually unlocking more powerful ones creates a satisfying progression curve. The difference in your character's capabilities from the beginning to the end of the game is substantial, adding to the sense of achievement as you advance. The game's 8-bit aesthetic, while simple, adds to its charm, proving that high-quality graphics aren't necessary for an enjoyable experience. The retro style is well executed and complements the game's fast-paced and chaotic nature. The sound design, including an upbeat and engaging music, enhances the overall experience, making each level and boss fight feel rather exciting. However, there are a few frustrations. The controls feel overly sensitive, making them difficult to get used to. The virtual joystick slows your character down considerably, which is problematic in later levels. This sensitivity can lead to unintended movements, especially during intense moments where precision is crucial. Next, the game's ad structure, including a persistent banner at the bottom and forced ads in every few level clears, with no option to remove them via in-app purchases. While the ads are short, they disrupt the flow of gameplay and can be particularly annoying during longer play sessions. Additionally, the absence of an option to remove ads is a notable downside as it can limit the overall enjoyment for some. Upon completing the game, you lose all your upgrades, but unlock harder missions, requiring you to re-grind to progress. Also, dying means losing everything and starting over from scratch, which leads to some save-scumming tactics. This mechanic can be frustrating, especially after investing so much time into upgrading your character. The payoff for completing everything feels incredibly lackluster, which can be really disappointing. Despite its flaws, Slime and Machinegun is a hidden gem in the bullet hell genre. Its intense gameplay, especially during boss battles, and character progression make it worth a try. While the controls and ad placements are significant drawbacks, the game's charm and engaging mechanics shine through. Fans of these kind of games will feel right at home. Although the game's replay value is limited due to cap progression, the retro static and challenging gameplay provide a fairly fresh experience. It's a fun, lighthearted shooter that's worth checking out, especially since it's free. If the developers address the control issues and ad placements, it could become a standout title for the genre. For now, it remains an enjoyable but imperfect game that should not be missed. If you have any recommendations for me to review, leave it in the comment section below. Otherwise, stay tuned in to Gaming in the Moment.